actually into play. MiniWarGaming's Beat Matt Bat Rap.
Welcome back to this Warmachine Battle Report, Game 1 of 3, or maybe 3, best of 3 series. It is now Khador turn 3. Allocate a bit of focus to the Destroyer, move the battle mechanics up to hopefully repair the Behemoth a bit. I have to roll 7 or less on 2 dice, so we already rolled some off camera, and unfortunately that messed up a little bit. So right here you can see I made 2 of them and missed 2 of them. So they repair 2d6, 1d6 per one that made it, and so 6 are repaired, and that's enough to basically restore every single system. So although the Behemoth is majorly hurt, he has all his systems active, which means he's going to be able to make all of his attacks without any problem. The Destroyer moves around, boosts his attack, and kills the one Dawn Guard. And then he uses his focus to do another attack and kills another one of the Sentinels. Harkovich moves over and engages the Mage Hunter and attacks him, boosting his attack because it's hard to hit, and he misses anyways. So he uses another focus to get another attack, does not boost it, and he hits, and he manages to kill it. He still has 2 focus left, and what we made a mistake here is I cast Fortune on the Behemoth, but really I should have used one of those focus to stand or make the Destroyer not stationary. So the Fortune actually didn't make a difference, so we corrected that afterwards. Behemoth gets his 2 initial attacks, kills 2 of the Dawn Guard Sentinels, then fires directly on the officer and scatters. He does have 2 shots though, so the first one scatters off completely. Another shot on the Dawn Guard, manages a direct hit and kills the officer, so they lose their vengeance. And then they have to roll to see if they run, but they do not, so they make their command. Trying to tie up his Phoenix a little bit, do a combined attack with the 2 Phoenix Guard on the Sentinel, managing to knock it down, thankfully. Actually, it wasn't a combined attack, that was just a single one. Knock it down for the first one, and the second one automatically hits, and then damages it for another 7. That was a charge attack, I believe. Yeah, because they were more than 2 inches away. Retribution, turn 3. So he moves up with his Arcanist and allocates a focus to his Jack, who stands back up and then does his exploding thing outside. Hits both of them for power 12, kills the first, and kills the second. So managed to tie them up a little bit, but still manages to kill him, no problem. Hitting the Behemoth, he manages to hit it, but fails to wound it with the first one. Second one hits it, but fails to wound. He needs to roll 10 or higher. Hits it once again. Actually, he does 1 damage right there, 1 damage to his 2, and actually does not cripple any of the systems. So the Behemoth is still alive. He attacks the Destroyer with his Warcaster, and does manage to damage it, which means he's once again knocked stationary. And so that means I'll have to spend more focus to get him to stand back up. Trying to do more damage to him, but fails to do any. So end of round 3, not looking good for Retribution Asire anymore, as the Behemoth was able to really make a comeback. If he had done 1 more point of damage to that Behemoth in the last turn, if he had charged it with the Officer, which he held back because he wanted to be able to preserve that vengeance, then he probably would have killed the Behemoth, which means this game would be very different right now. So it's goes to show you just how close things can get with Warmachine. So end of round 3, I'm not in control of the mosh pit yet, but Khador turn 4, my sole goal is to basically get everybody out of the mosh pit. I will own it, because since we're in round 4, that will end the game if I manage to do that. So the Behemoth moves up slightly, he's got 3 focus allocated to him, takes the first attack against one of the Sentinels, misses, and maybe misses. Oh no, he re-rolls, because he has Fortune cast on him at this point. Then his second attack manages to miss, but he does get to re-roll, and he hits with the second one, and any hits will automatically kill these guys just because of the amount of damage that he does do. Hits the other one and actually manages to hit at that time and kills it, which means the mosh pit is cleared of all Retribution, and I do have more than 1 unit inside of it actually, and so I do own it, and that is game over, and it is a victory for the Khador. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that battle report. Unfortunately, I thought at first that, I always think this with Warmachine, I thought at first you were going to win, because you came up and you cracked that Behemoth down to 1 box. And then...
It's enough, right?
That's usually enough.
Mechanics, though.
Mechanics repaired all the systems, and then the subsequent turn, you had the same bad luck as I did, except worse, because you had to roll 9 or higher than 9 on 3 dice, and I had to roll higher than 9 on 2 dice. And you missed all 3 of the rolls, and that actually probably sealed the game. If you had killed the Behemoth right there, I think that there would have been a chance, a fighting chance. But in the end, it's a scenario win. Thank you for the game, but we are not done yet. This is only game 1, so you're down 0-1. So you still have a chance. You got to win your next 2 games to win the best of 3 Warmachine series. So stay tuned for game 2, which will be coming out very soon. This is Matthew from MiniWarGaming. Happy wargaming.